Hello, you all. I'm Diane Brienne, and I am coming on at a not usual time for me because we have a family event scheduled later in the day. And so it's around noon today. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to come on. I don't know how to do the let people know that little schedule thing. And I've tried it, but it keeps sending me over to the live. So I don't know if anyone is going to jump on because they probably do not expect me to be on this time of the day. I was originally going to be on at 3 o'clock, and that's when I let everyone know that I was coming on at 3 o'clock. And so I'm coming on here today and I'm going to share this out on my public Facebook pages. And if you're not over there with me on Facebook, I have a public page that has around, now has around 11,000. It did have 12,000, but YouTube changed, or Facebook changed the rules. And so they kind of knocked me down a little bit. And you're welcome to go friend me over there in the meantime. So I'm going to go over and share this out, and then I will be right back. And I want you all to come on here and connect with each other and make new friends and get to know each other. And, you can communicate with each other in the chat. And I will read your, if you have any questions, as long as they're polite and nice questions, I will answer you. So I will be right back in a moment, okay? So welcome, 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 everybody. I appreciate you. And let me see here. There we go. I'm going to share it out. There we go. Okay, share to Facebook. Let's see. I have two channels over on Facebook, and let's see, live jump on. And my channel, my one page is completely maxed out. So I can't take on any new friends, but I can take on new friends on the public page. So if you would like to come over there, you're very, very welcome. Okay, live jump on. Okay, let's see. I think I got it. Let me see. Where is that going? Okay, there we go. Okay, I am so new at all of this. And normally it's my kids who do all the computer things for me, and they're smart. Welcome, 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 blessed family. Welcome, Esther Talk Show, Toto Transport, Gradimir, welcome to see you. Mark the Skywatcher, July YTC, the SNF Life, Fatty Fufu, welcome, welcome, welcome. And anyone else that's here, please comment so that I know you're here. If you don't comment, I have no way of knowing if you're on here. Please keep the emojis to a very, very small amount. Hey, Gerald, great to see you. And because YouTube somehow took some of my watch time away, and they took some of my views away because I had an abundance of emojis in one of my lives. So if you can possibly refrain from using too many emojis, I appreciate it. I also don't have a moderator in place today because I didn't let my moderators know because I didn't know what time I would be on. As I said, I am going to do a family event. You know, I have a family, a husband and 3 young adult kids. And so we are going to be gone later today and busy. And so that's why I'm coming on earlier than I normally do. But I wanted to come on so that you all can connect with each other. And I would love to see you all connect. Hello, Gerald. It's great to see you. And this way, if you come on and you make new friends and you build your channel and you get to know people and you do it in the right way, you know, always be respectful of each other. I know you all know that. And as long as you're respectful on my page, you're very, very, very welcome. And I don't really have a particular topic that I'm going to talk about. Flat Earth, welcome, welcome. And the SNF Life. You know, I did a lot of lives over on Facebook, and I was over there for many, many years. And I recently just came over here to YouTube about 2 months ago, although I've had a channel for about 10 years. And so 2 months ago, I came over here and I built up so many amazing, wonderful new friendships. And what I really like about YouTube is that you really get to see people as they are. You get to hear them talk. You get to see their mannerisms. It's so amazing and so wonderful. And I love, love, love it. So when I come on now, what I basically do, hey, Deborah, great to see you. When I come on, basically, I come on to let you all connect with each other. And when I come on, sometimes what I do is I read my wisdom notes, which are mine. They come to me in the mornings, or they come to me when I'm out on my 5-mile run. And then I just share them. They can be about any topic. And I kind of do rapid wisdom. So I jump from topic to topic to topic. And so while you're all connecting with each other, those of you that want to listen to my inspiration, my wisdom, my motivation, you're welcome to do so. And if you don't, you're connecting with each other. Let me see. Deborah and July and CSD, welcome, welcome. And, you know, if I miss your comment, when I take my glasses off, which I'm going to do at the moment, just know that I will go back and I will read your comments after I get off, because I do that. Also, someone was a little bit upset with me yesterday because I didn't reply back to their comment in a timely manner. Well, I get back to each comment, every single comment. I go to every single channel that comments, and I watch one of their videos as well. But I can't do it just like when they put up the comment, because sometimes it takes me a day or two to get back to my comments because I have so many now. You know, I just have had this channel public, really truly public, for 2 months. And in that time, I've built up a couple thousand new friends. And so it's kind of just me answering all the comments. And I love, love, love every single comment. It's just that it takes me a little while, and I like to do it right so that I can come over to your channel, watch your videos, and I don't want to rush it. So I take my time because I don't rush. So I will get back to you. Okay. And I'm giving a few moments for, people to jump on. I don't like to step on other people's toes, but sometimes here on YouTube we do, because I cannot predict the time that I'm going to come on. Sometimes I come on when my friends are also on live streaming. And, if they do the same and I'm on, I understand it. We are, there's only 24 hours in a day. And so there's only so many hours to do live streaming. And we're inevitably going to step on each other's toes. And so I think that's kind of acceptable here. And there's plenty of room for all of us here, all of us. And, I am amazed at the bickering that I have seen on other channels. And I don't stand for that on my channel. I will block people so fast that they will never be able to comment if they're bickering or causing any kind of problem. And, so, as long as people are kind and respectful. Hey, Brenda, great to see you. By the way, and Ruby, thank you. And Breathing Nurse, thank you. Now I have some moderators. I appreciate it, because I don't know who's going to be on here. And you all know I have a couple trolls. And Brenda, the other night I was on her channel, and a troll followed me to her channel. Well, she zapped them good. I don't think they'll ever be back, to her channel. And when I say zap, I mean we just block them immediately. We pray for them. We wish them well. We understand they're unhappy people who live in their grandmother's basement with an old box computer in the corner, and they go from channel to channel. But you know what? One bad apple will spoil it. And we don't let bad apples on my channel, and nor does Brenda. So I would like if you all to really get to know Brenda's channel, because Brenda is building her channel. She just made 2K, and she wants to hold that and grow. And I would love to see you all go to Brenda's channel. Ruby's is an amazing channel. You will love Ruby. And so many of you have amazing, amazing channels. So do go check each other out. Watch each other's videos, leave a comment, make a new friend. I have amazing channels on here, and I do not go into the junkyard trash bin to get my, my friends. I only have the best of people. And if they're not, they're out of here. They're not on my channel anymore. And so, hey, Natalie, welcome, welcome. Tomahawk, welcome. CSG. I know I'm missing some of you. Badav, welcome, welcome. And John, welcome, welcome. So get on here, make your friends, make some new connections, talk to each other. You know, I realize that in the chat, most of the thank you, Wreathing Nurse. I don't know what that was, but, and by the way, be careful with the emojis. Be careful with the emojis because, like I said, I had a problem with that, and so we're very careful with that. So yes, as long as you, hello, Simo, welcome, welcome. As long as you are respectful on my channel in every way, you are very welcomed and embraced. If at any point we see someone being inappropriate, we will put them in timeout. And if that doesn't work, they're blocked. Because I did a video the other day on One Bad Apple. And, you know, truly gossip, rumors, jealousy, hate, nastiness, it is like the coronavirus. It infects. And people who do that are already infected. Okay, people who are jealous, nasty, gossip, are hurtful in their words. Even truthful words may not be the right words to say. Now, I never believe in lying, but sometimes, if someone's wearing an ugly dress, you shouldn't, if they're your boss, truthful words are going to hurt and you may get fired. So the thing is sometimes we have to know when to say something and when not to say something. And someone who cannot control their words cannot control their life. And trolls cannot control their life. And people who get on here and do not control their words, they're unable to control their life. Okay. And so we don't tolerate that because one bad apple will spoil it for the whole bunch. And we don't do that. Last night, I was on a Bible study, a big Bible study, and they got inundated with trolls. Trolls, they were praying for people and everything. Their channel got knocked out, so they had to go to another channel, and the trolls came over there. I mean, it's insane when we think about it, but it happens. It really, really happens. And so just remember that they're unhappy people who do that. Handmade Designs, welcome, welcome. Some really amazing channels on here. Check out the Wreathing Nurse. You're going to love her channel. She's amazing. And Ruby's and Brenda's and so many amazing channels here. In 2 months, it's been very, very challenging for me to keep up with all the comments and new friendships. And I love, love, love every one of them. But it is challenging for me because I'm very new at this. Even though I've been on social media for a long time, I haven't been on YouTube publicly for very long. And to build so many new friendships so quickly, it's just wonderful. The dual beacon of lighting, welcome. And Flat Earth Preacher. Flat Earth, I have no idea. You could very well be right. And then welcome. Tomahawk, welcome. I have no idea. I'm not an expert about the coronavirus, but I did a video yesterday called The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Pay attention to the boy who cries wolf. The boy who cried wolf, according to the story, he would lie all the time. So no one ended up believing him when they needed to believe him because he was telling the truth at one point about the big bad wolf. Well, I live my life listening to the boy who cried wolf, knowing that he's probably lying, but just in case he's telling the truth, I'll be prepared. And so I believe in being prepared. I'm not fearful. I'm never fearful. I'm always prepared. And so I am prepared in the event that there would be, we couldn't get to the grocery store or something like that. And so I did get prepared. And it may sound silly, it may sound overdone. Hopefully nothing comes about with the coronavirus, but, here in our country. But if it does, I'm prepared. So let me check my other channel over here, my other pages over here, make sure they're doing good. Okay. I get up and down also because I put my glasses on and off. So Blessed Family Travel Al, welcome, welcome. Grandma Ducky, thank you for coming. Thank you. Yeah, so I appreciate all of you being here. Christy Cakes, welcome. Rosha's channel. I hope you're all connecting with each other because it's a great place to connect here. Okay, well, I'm going to share some wisdom notes with you. These are random notes that come from me directly. Well, they come from my spirit. And so I'm going to share with you as you all connect with each other. Okay, and these notes are not about anybody in particular, and they're not about me, and they're just, my inspirations that I get daily. Okay, and I don't know, when I'm coming on, when I'm not coming on, because, I'm a 62-year-old college student. I go to college. I started back to college, and I am taking more than full-time classes. And so being that I take more than full-time classes, I'm very, very busy in my life. I also work out each and every day at the gym, and I do a 5-mile run. I just finished my 5-mile run, and it was awesome. And, don't let age hold you back, because you be your best you at every age. And at 62 years old, I'm rocking. And you can rock too. Okay, you can rock too. So moderators, keep an eye on my channel. Anything inappropriate, knock it off. And I'm going to start to share some wisdom. Okay. Okay, people who marginalize other people. There are people who love to marginalize other people. They will put people down. They will look at somebody and say, well, they're too fat, they're too skinny, they're too old. They're marginalizing people. People are people. And we're all unique and we're all different. And to marginalize somebody, that's awful. And so if someone's marginalizing other people, I run the other way. Don't go to a dry well to get water. So many people go to somebody who is unable to help them. Some wells are dry, or some wells don't provide what they're looking for. And so they keep going back there and they get nothing. You've got to go to a well that's full of what you want. If it's water, you go for water, but don't go to a dry well. I talked about this before, and I have funny little things that I say. And my husband, he's originally from the New England states, and I'm from the South, and I lived in California, so I don't have as strong as of an accent as I used to. But we moved to Georgia, and then I picked it back up, and then we moved a state north, and a state a little bit up a little bit, but still in the deep South. And so I have some funny words I say. I say words like graveyard instead of cemetery. And I don't know, my husband says it's a cemetery. It's not a graveyard. I think I watched too much Dark Shadows growing up. And I call it parlor, like beauty parlor, funeral parlor, pizza parlor. I don't call it like beauty salon or whatever they call it. I just call it beauty parlor, beauty, everything's a parlor to me. So I still call it that. Some people lead reckless lives. Do you know people like that just go from one poor decision to another poor decision, and they just lead reckless lives. And their decision-making skills are really in the trash because they're not making good decisions. And then they wonder why their life is a wreck. It's because of their decisions or surrounding themselves with wrong people. You know, surrounding ourselves with people whose lives are out of control and we let them up close and personal, often our lives will get derailed too. So I'm very, very, very careful of not surrounding myself with, people who are just out of control. The other day, after I got off the live, I got an unlike. And, you're welcome to unlike me. If you don't like what I say, that's fine. But this person was kind of upset because they got reprimanded for putting things on the news feed. And so they gave me an unlike. And unlikes are fine. Be comfortable with not everybody liking what you have to say. Thank you, Donald. Welcome. Carol, welcome. Simply Manigan, welcome. Who am I missing here? Who am I missing? Badath, welcome. Pam Edwards, welcome. Diana Brienne, nice to see you today. Happy day. Pam, thank you. Thank you so much, Pam. So I'm going to continue as you make new friends, okay? So let's see what we've got. Oh, yesterday when we went to get our food supplies, because, I'm stocking up on canned goods just in case with the coronavirus. I'm not saying that we're going to need those canned goods, but, stocking up, I can always use them. So we were in line and we had a huge cart full of food and non-perishables. And so there was a woman behind me, and I do this all the time where someone's got a few things in their hand or a couple of people, I'll let them go ahead of me. So I said to her, oh, please go ahead. Please go ahead of me. She didn't say thank you. She didn't smile. She finally went ahead. She was really, really not nice. And she wasn't nice to the cashier. And so I kind of motioned for my son. I said, step back a little bit, step back a little bit. I don't like to be around people like that. And so, we have to remember that most people are friendly. Most people are receptive. Most people are grateful. But you will come across an ungrateful person and a nasty person who knows what her issues are in life, who knows what she's really going through in life. I have this expression, and my husband says it's not a nice expression, but I use it. I say there are people who are full of stupid. And I do. I think that there are people out there that are just full of stupid. They just make all kinds of chaotic, uninformed decisions and choices in their life. And their life is just really, really, really a mess as a result. And so some people are really making stupid choices. Read the signs. Often we'll get signs in life that something's wrong, something's up. We'll get signs that there's an opportunity waiting for us. People don't pay attention. And I believe in paying attention in our lives, because if you're not going to pay attention, you are probably, welcome Lulu, welcome Wesley. But pay attention. Pay attention to signs. Often we get warning signs in life. Sometimes we don't. But often if we listen to those warning signs, we can avoid what's up ahead. Don't be going so fast you miss what you need to see. My channel has built up so quickly in such a short time, in 2 months. And I'm just thrilled. I'm so happy. I'm excited. And so that's the reason I just don't go back and give little hearts and make a quick comment. I'm really very thoughtful about when I respond back to my comments. And so you may not hear back from me for a couple days after making a comment, but I will get back to you and I will get to your channel, because I don't go that fast. And some people are going so fast to build their channels and they're getting out of control and they mess up. And I've gone on so many other channels of late And I have to tell you, hey, Queen Beauty, welcome. I have gone to so many channels that are trolled, heavily disrupted. There's a lot of bickering going on between channels. I don't understand it. Why do people bicker between channels? There's room for all of us here. You know, if you are following your uniqueness, you don't have anything to worry about, because I don't compete. I don't compete with anybody else's lives. I don't compete with anybody else's personality. I don't compete with anybody else's numbers. I don't compete. I compete with myself, and that's it. So I don't understand the bickering and why people are doing that with each other. I just don't get it. I always say that my life is lived in leotards because I'm always working out. Dress for success in your life. Dress for success. And, you know, it's really, if you are an artist, which I am, I'm an artist, I'm a painter. Often people see me in a smock and with a paintbrush. That's my dress for success. I always have on leotards because, well, I'm always exercising. And so, you know, I believe in dressing for success. I love the painting with the rocks and the trees. That's gorgeous, Diana Brienne. Thank you, thank you. You know, I have about 1,000 paintings, and many of them are in my attic because my walls are covered with my paintings, every inch of my walls. That are photographs from our family, you know, from our family. And so, yes, I do a lot of painting. The one in the back is me with my kids, if you can probably barely see it. It's kind of a goofy little wonderful painting that I did representing Tybee Island and driving onto Tybee Island with my kids in the convertible and when they were little. And because we lived on Tybee Island full time when my kids were little. And I used to put them in car seats and buckle them in, and away we would go. Welcome, Carl. Who am I missing? Welcome, Lulu. Really wonderful channels on here. Wonderful, wonderful. Not everything is everyone's business. You know, people think, oh, I should, you know, everything is everybody's business, but it's not. You know, your business is your business. You get to share what you want to share, and quit feeling obligated that you have to share your business with everyone or that you have to answer every question that is asked. Hello, Summit. Welcome. Welcome. And the Reaping Nurse, thank you. Thank you for being my watchdog here, or my zapper. Brenda and Ruby, I appreciate you all. And as I said, how I got my trolls was I went on some channels when I first started here 2 months ago, and I just made all kinds of wonderful comments, not knowing what kind of channels that I was on, that there was all this chaos and bickering. And those people really took a dislike to me quickly, and they came over to my channel. And they have several channels, so we block them and they come back. I have one man who constantly talks about levitating me on his bed, and he creates a new channel every time I block him. So, you know, sometimes you do get people like that. Yes, yes. Thank you, Reaping Nurse. If you use a lot of emojis, we have to delete the comment because the emojis took my watch time and the emojis took my views. So I don't want that to happen again. So I'm still learning all this. One of my closest friends got so upset with me because I didn't tell her all of my troubles and worse, and she's held it against me ever since. Just silly stuff. Yes, Pam, I agree. You know, I'm a very private person. It looks like I'm very public, but I have a family and I love my family. And we're very, we're a very warm family. Everyone knows us. Everyone knows each one of my kids. Everyone knows me. We're kind of like kind of well known in our little community, just simply because of our personalities. We're all larger than life personalities, and people like us and they know us. I'm known as the woman who runs every day because I'm out there on the trail going by all the golf courses. And so everyone knows who I am and they kind of look forward to me. And if I don't go out for a day or two, they kind of miss me. So, that's just the way it is. Host, I had a YouTuber ask me for money. I say no. Oh my gosh, absolutely. No, 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 no. No, absolutely not. I agree. A smuggler, which one you're talking about? The one over there. Next time I do another video, I'll move my paintings around. I'll actually set them on the couch there. Instead, this is my kitchen. This is not a living room. This is a kitchen. This is my homeschool area where I homeschooled my kids when they were homeschooled. And now they're all grown up. And hey, Carl, great to see you. Yes, that is the one I did with, I have several ones like that. I kind of tend to stick with scenery and lifelike type of things, very magical. My paintings are all very magical, like out in the woods, walking in the woods, things like that. Take care of your teeth. I went to the dentist. I go to the dentist every 3 months, and they said, oh my gosh, 62 years old, and your teeth and your gums are just perfect. And, they rate your gums like 1, 2, 3, 4, and above. And anything above 4 is not good. And I'm like ones, because I use I think I have an Oral-B vibrating toothbrush. And every time I eat, I floss. And I use my vibrating toothbrush, and I do mouth swishes like with coconut oil daily. And, take care of your teeth. Your teeth are your gateway to your body. And so take care of your teeth, take care of each part of your body. I take care of me. I've always have taken great care of me. For success, you have to toughen up for success. Even being here on YouTube, my first troll that I got, I was like, oh, I've got a troll. What am I going to do? Maybe I ought to get off of YouTube. Are you kidding? You're going to run into obstacles, challenges, difficult people, crazy people, all kinds of people, the more you're out there in life. Keep the messages respectful to each other. Keep them respectful to me, and you will stay on here. If you don't, you are blocked. Okay. I have no idea because I'm not seeing all of the news feed. But Kevin, I'm doing great. Didn't I just kind of meet you on another channel yesterday, Kevin, or today? Was it yesterday or today? I think it was probably yesterday because I haven't been on much today. Okay. The coronavirus. The coronavirus is an infection of some sort. And I guess when you get up close with it, you get infected. Well, think about it. Nasty people are like the coronavirus. They're already infected. They're already infected. And so they will infect your healthy relationships. So stay away from nasty people, people who are not nice. And that's why we block people. We block people all the time. Anybody that's not nice to each other, we block them. And because, we just don't stand for that, because it's like a virus. It infects everybody. And you don't want that. You don't want that. Get your momentum back, get your edge back. So many people are stuck in life. They're so stuck, and they just don't know how to get out. Well, I believe that if you're going to be stuck, you want to be stuck in a good place in life. And if you're not stuck in a good place in life, you are likely not going to be all that happy. And so it's just really, really important to make sure that you're in a happy place. And if you're not in a happy place, ask yourself why. And a lot of times people are too lazy to do the work to get into a happy place in their life. If you've had great relationships in your life and now they've gone downhill, often it's because one person or the other quit investing. And so don't wait for the other person to start reinvesting their time. You start reinvesting your time into an important, significant relationship, because otherwise you're not going to be able to keep your relationship. And it's so very, very important to keep your relationships good, your important relationships. Like tonight, my husband and I, we are going to go out to dinner. And we do that. We always have a dinner out together once a week or twice a week. And then the rest of the time it's with our family. But I keep my marriage. I keep each one of my kids. You know, we have a very, very close relationship. I'm very close to my kids. I have an amazing relationship. And my daughter just moved out, and she did just move out on her own for her first time in her own apartment. So she was very, very excited. And but my other two still live at home. And, you know, but we're all close. We're close. I'm close with my friends. I have amazing in-person friendships, and I have amazing virtual friendships. And I just love them. I love them all. You know, I really, really do. And so, you know, I surround myself with great people, people who have my back and I have theirs, people who have integrity, people who I can count on. I don't want to count on someone who's unreliable. If I count on someone who's unreliable, when I need something and they tell me, yeah, I'll be there, and then they don't show up, I don't count on unreliable people to do anything for me. If you're on a job and there's unreliable people, that can make the situation very, very challenging and difficult. So getting back to getting unstuck, are you stuck on a job that you hate? If you are, you may want to start to prepare yourself for the future by making the necessary changes so that you can find another job that you will be absolutely in love with. If you're in a relationship that's not, you shouldn't be in, then sometimes it's necessary to pull ourselves out of a relationship that we should not be in. Okay. If we have a relationship that's gone downhill, begin to reinvest consistent, long-term positive momentum and energy. Get your momentum back. If you've been out of something that's very, very positive for your life and you want to get back in, but you just don't feel like it, jump back into it, and you'll get your momentum back only after you have jumped back into it. Could be an exercise routine. It could be a healthy way of eating. It could be a financial guidelines that you used to follow, and now you've kind of fell off the wagon and spent too much money. Just get back on it. Get back on it. Get back on it. Build that momentum in areas that you are lacking in and that you want to go back into. Okay. So I'll do some more wisdom notes here and read some comments. OFW, welcome. Justin, welcome. Blue Sky, welcome. Deborah, yes, Deborah, right. There's a lot of rules that, Uyan, hello, welcome. There's a lot of rules that YouTube has that we have to follow. Okay, we have to follow these rules, such as with emojis, such as with spamming. We can't spam. So we have to be really, really careful with all of that. Okay, so continue to get to know each other, and I will continue with my wisdom notes. Wisdom comes from God, a mentor, or from experiences. Information is essential to changing our lives. Right information is essential. Not all information is correct information. There is always an answer, but often we have to search for it. Older people are often wise because of the mistakes they have made or seen made. Younger people are only wise if they learn from those who have already learned. Otherwise, they learn through their own mistakes. Most mistakes can be avoided if we pay attention. You know, we're all going to make mistakes, but we can minimize them through a good mentor. Anytime we think we know it all, we have begun the quick descent into failure. Most failures are linked to listening to a wrong voice, even a well-intended wrong voice who did not guide you right. Failure often comes through a person we chose to listen to. I call these third voices. Success also can come from a third voice, a right third voice. So there can be right third voices and wrong third voices, okay? Oh, and by the way, would some of you share this live out? I would appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anything. You just go to your channel and you share it out. And that way, we all help each other. And if you can share my live out and some thumbs up, I appreciate it. I truly do. So if you will do that, share it out for me, I appreciate it. The greatest joy comes through our relationships. The saddest moments come through our relationships. If someone loves you, they will want to see you happy. If they don't love you, they couldn't care less about what makes you happy or sad. When we love someone, truly love them, we care about what makes them happy. So if someone asks you, what makes you happy? They likely care about you. Letting go of an unhealthy relationship can be one of the hardest things to do, and yet one of the best things we can do. Taking time to play is essential at every age of our lives. Play inspires and motivates us to work together and work harder so we can play again. Cheaters. If someone has cheated once, it is so much easier to do it again and again and again. Cheaters often don't stop cheating. Don't sacrifice the present for the past. A person who refuses correction is a person who will fail. Bahag, welcome. If someone doesn't value your opinion, they likely don't value you. They don't have to agree with your opinion, but they should value that you have one. Perfection is an illusion that gives a person something to strive for, because really perfection doesn't really exist. Stop to enjoy where you are in life right now. You will never see this day again, so enjoy it. There are no ordinary days. Every day is extraordinary. Through difficulty lies new opportunity. People that know how to have fun tend to lead happy lives. If your friends are supporting your bad habits, find new friends. If someone loves you, they will not support your bad behaviors. Take the easy route if you can get there the same. Sometimes it is quicker. Often people make life harder than it is needed to be. If you accept yourself, you will not crave acceptance by others. These are all my own notes, and these all come from me, okay? If you accept yourself, you will not crave the acceptance of others. Nothing sounds sweeter than the sound of kindness. Be kind. Laughter and tears bring people together. Opportunities are time sensitive. They have a doorway and an exit. Max out the opportunities that are right for your life. You are always one decision away from success and one decision away from failure. Decisions are important, the right ones especially, and avoiding the wrong ones. Outer surroundings will often tell you about the inner workings. I pay attention to superficial things on the outside of a business I am going to. One night, my son and I were driving past a really well-known restaurant, and the lights had been out for like a month on the sign that had their name on it. And I said, you know what? I don't want to eat there, because if they're not taking care of their sign, they're likely not, they may not be taking care of their food. And so pay attention to details. Today's generation has taken disrespect to a whole new level. Disrespect is not biological. It is not environmental. It is not seasonal or a stage. It is a choice. Shop around for the best value and price. You can really, really find great values. We shopped around for a different cell phone carrier, and we are saving for the family. We're saving about $300 a month, and we get unlimited everything and free phones. So you may want to shop around for your best of everything. In awe of Donna Shaw. Welcome, welcome. Great to see you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. I came on at a time today when everyone is doing their lives. And so normally I come on around 2 or 3 o'clock when most people are not doing their lives. And I'm kind of invading their time. And a lot of my friends who would normally be here are not here because I came on early. But like I said, my husband and I and family, we have something scheduled for later in the day. So I won't be able to be on at my normal time. If you respect someone else's opinion as better than your own, you may be suffering from low self-esteem. Guessing is for dummies. Smart people find the right information. Entering back into a relationship before the needed growth has taken place will only defeat any progress made. The person at fault, perhaps both in some cases, need to make the needed change first. Often working together does not work. Working separately for the good or re-entrance into the relationship is what is needed. Sometimes personal correction on the part of the person who did the wrong is what is needed first. Spoiling takes place after a prolonged period of time of someone being given something good and not having to do anything or little in return. Spoiled people tend to be people. Hello, glamorous. Welcome here. You get to set the standards of your personal relationships. And so if someone says your standards are too high or you're asking for too much, I believe that you should not think that your standards are too high, because, high standards is a good thing. People want high standards. And, I remember this woman I knew, and she was married, and she let her husband get by with everything. And he left her and went to a woman who wouldn't let him get by with anything. In other words, he wanted his standards raised. And so when we think we're doing our relationships a favor by lowering the standards, we're actually sabotaging them, and we're doing them a favor by elevating our standards in our relationships, okay? Be excellent at what you do so that others can be excellent at what they do. Some people do the bare minimum in life. Successful people give their excellence to life. Some people say hurtful words like it is something that is going out of style. People, there again, who cannot monitor their mouth, cannot monitor their life. Hello, Karen. Welcome. And I'm just looking at the names. Ellen, welcome. I know I'm missing some of you, but I will get back to you. Sometimes it's necessary to miss someone so that we will cherish them. When you find yourself in a relationship that has changed, then you must adjust or walk away. It's your choice. Transformation. Every season of life is an opportunity for you to transform your life. Believe God brings you someone to rescue you, but only after you have tried to rescue yourself first. Some people are simply off their hinges. Respond with positive action when wrong events take place. Life is full of road signs in the form of people. Some will direct us the right way, and we must be aware of those who want to direct us down wrong roads. People move towards what they believe they need and away from what they believe they do not need. Know what you can build with a relationship and know what you cannot. If you try building something that cannot be built, you will end up with an unfinished attempt. Bonding with the wrong people will get wrong results. Our gifts are given to us to create our purpose. Our circumstances are given to us to fulfill our purpose. A difficult person can often be exhausting. Taking a break from a difficult person can often be one of the best things that you can do. The Heart of Zany, welcome, welcome. Kaki, welcome. I appreciate all of you being here. Struggles is the universe's way of exercising our soul. Jobs that are opportunities are not dead-end jobs. Take steps outwards, no matter how small they seem. Even if you feel you're going in circles, you will eventually begin a new chapter of your life to where you want to be. Steps in the right direction is further than if you take no steps. Once you step out towards your dream, the process begins. And once you leave where you have been, your focus will be on where you want to go. That time in between can be one of the most exciting times of your life. Okay. The foolish invest in wrong investments. The wise invest their time and energy where they should. Some investments are dead ends. Some are often open to growth and opportunity. Taking a dead-end job will keep you there unless you are using it to bridge to where you want to go. When someone quits investing in a relationship, that relationship withers up and blows away. Anything worth investing in will require sustained investment. If you want someone to find you attractive, invest in yourself. You know, I am amazed at how many people do not invest in themselves. They just do not invest at all in who they are. And, you know, I have a younger husband. He's 5 years younger than me, and we've been married 30 years. And he doesn't want some woman, his wife, to be, you know, every night in an old raggedy robe and underwear with big holes in it. He wants someone who looks nice and takes care of herself. And I'm 62 years old. And, you know, I take care of myself. I invest in myself. I went back to college. You know, I didn't need to go back to college. I didn't need another career. I had plenty of careers. But I went back to be an eternal learner. I work out every day to take care of myself. I juice. I take care of my health through proper eating. I'm an artist. I'm a writer. You know, my husband is very low key, and he always says that I'm high maintenance. But take care of who you are. Take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Take care of everything about you, because you want to be your best you for those that you love. If you're not taking care of you, you're not going to be the best you for other people. Okay? You're just not. You're not. And so if you've quit investing in yourself, think again. Because then if you're wondering why other people are not investing in you, it's likely because you've not been selfish enough to invest in yourself. When you invest in yourself and you take care of you, you're better to other people, and other people want to invest back into you. Whereas if you're just, quit investing in yourself. Why would someone want to come invest in you? So invest in your mind, invest in your soul, invest in your body, invest in your skills, invest in your attitude. And if you're holding on to a negative attitude, jealousy, bickering, always being gloomy, whatever, don't expect the right people to want to be in your life. The other day I was on the telephone with someone, and I have to keep my phone conversations rather short and to the point because I'm busy. And this person does take up a lot of time, and they start off with a very positive, and then they go into the negative. And I just don't have time for it, because it's not like they have a problem that we can come up with a solution. They have a problem they just want to complain about. And so I just say, hey, I gotta go. And I get off the phone very, very quick. I don't give people my time. They just want to complain. They want to be negative. And so, I get on here and I share little bits and pieces of my life. And I share little bits and pieces of my endless wisdom notes. And I get on here for you all to connect. And I get on here to make new friends with you all. And I don't like my lighting right now. I have terrible, terrible, terrible lighting in here. I just looked at it again, and I've got a lot of shadows and things like that. Sometimes the lighting is really good, and sometimes it's not. But you just kind of got to live with that when you do live streams. And as you all know, I do the 5-minute videos, and I usually do them from Grandma's porch. And they're usually subject oriented. And whereas when you do a live stream, you are not, it's just kind of all over the place. And, it's not scripted. I really like the structure of my 5-minute videos, because I can say exactly what I want to say. And if someone walks by in their underwear, I can delete it. Whereas if someone walks by in their underwear right now, I can't delete it. So, so I like to come on here. I like to share. I like to connect. And, sometimes the other day I came on twice in one day. And sometimes I'll be days and days and days without doing a live. On Mondays is when my college schoolwork completely opens up, and I'm very, very busy on Mondays. And so, so I don't usually come on live on a Monday. And Adeza, hi, Blessed, Adventures with Carl, welcome. Ellen, it's great to see you. Justin, great to see you. Carla, hi, I'm new in your channel. I'm from the Philippines. Nice to know you, madam. We are friends already. Thank you, Carla. Thank you very, very much. Glamorous, Glamo, Ruby's Life. Diane, you're an awesome woman. I can see it in your personality. Thank you. One of the things about coming on here that kind of bothers me is when I come on, I like, to be at my, best, and, my makeup and my hair, but I just got in from a 5-mile run, and I could have, said, no, I'm not going on live. But you know what? So what if my lighting is bad? So what if I look like a 90-year-old woman? I'm not too far off. But that's the only thing that bothers me about the live streams, is that, they're not quite as scripted. Well, they're not scripted at all. But I like being able to do a more detailed message, and I can do those in my 5-minute videos. Thank you, Ellen. Ellen, I do have about 1,000 paintings, and what I'm going to do, just for fun to keep it interesting, I'm going to kind of put paintings in the background and kind of move them about, and that way you can all see them. Casey, is it KC or Kaki? I don't know how to pronounce your name, but welcome and thank you. Would you rather live in Jurassic Park or The Matrix? Adventures with Carl. Carl, I don't know. I didn't like the movie Jurassic Park. I know some people loved it. My kids loved it. And The Matrix, I've never seen it. I've never seen it. I don't watch TV much, and I don't watch movies much. Thank you, Dutch. I appreciate it. Welcome. And, you know, we have cable right now because of the sports, but I turn the TVs off and we will disconnect it again because I don't like TV. I think it takes up a lot of time that can be used to be creative. And I've always stressed creativity in my family. And I'm a very creative person, and TV just distracts me. We do keep rabbit ears. I bought about 8 pairs of rabbit ears from Big Lots at $10, $10. And we live nowhere near a big city. We live in a small golfing community, and we're away from a big city, and we get about 35 channels with rabbit ears. And the only problem with it is you have to kind of move them around a little bit, but they're free. Once you buy them, you pay nothing, and you get all these channels. And being that we don't watch much TV, we really don't need to have cable. And I think cable, you spend a couple $100 a month on it, you get 400 channels that you're not going to watch. And so for me, I don't like cable at all. Some great channels in here, really, really great channels in here. And I'm really happy that you're all here. And so, yeah, I've been painting for about 20 years. I started painting when we lived down in Texas and my kids were babies. And I've been painting every day since then. I paint and I love to paint. I follow my passions in life and I do what I love. And I believe that life is meant to be lived doing what you love. If you're not following your passions, you're likely going in the wrong direction. And we're talking about good passions here. We're not talking about any kind of bad passions or anything that we shouldn't be doing, like stalking or whatever. We don't do that. We're talking about things that are healthy for our lives, relationships that are good. Passion is the fuel that will get you to your success. Without passion, it's likely not a very big goal, or it's likely you're not going to get there, because you need passion to get you there, to make the right decisions and to give the focus. What I like the most is you learned it yourself. Absolutely. I learned to paint myself. I've never had a lesson. I've never taken a lesson of any kind. I just started painting on my own one day. And it really started out with just my kids and I going to Walmart and me loading. They were in one of those big Walmart 3-seater carts, and I was pushing them around, and I put the paint supplies and all the supplies and everything in the cart. And I put it in the cart, and then I took it home and I started painting in the carport. We had a carport at that time. And I painted every single day, and threw most of the early paintings away because they were so horrible. And I just kept at it. Most people, from what I understand, usually stick with painting for about a month and then they give up. But when I have a passion, I never give up. I love to do it. I love doing YouTube videos. And you all know I did the video last night about doing YouTube videos and why I did them. I did them for my kids so that they would have mommy's wisdom throughout their life. And so I have about 8,000 videos. Some I have never, some are still private, but I have about 8,000 videos on just about every subject. So when I go to the great beyond someday and my kids would like to know what mom would say about a subject, all they have to do is go to my YouTube videos or my collection of DVDs that I have, and they can find whatever they want to find the topic about, because I talk about everything. And when my kids and I drive down the road, and they're young adults now, when they drive down the road, we talk about, we don't listen to music. We don't, we actually have conversation at the dinner table. We have dinner every night and we have conversation. We talk. I believe that if families talked more and interacted more, they're likely going to have better relationships and less problems. I believe the dinner table is one of the most important places that you can have in your home. And I don't care if it's a bowl of soup and a piece of bread. Sitting down together is going to nourish your relationships. And so we have dinner late so that everybody can be together. And it's not about the food as it is about the company and sitting down with each other. We talk about each other's days, each other's dreams, each other's goals, what's going on in each other's lives. And we also have a family meeting about every third week. We get together, we sit down in the living room. Either my husband or I start the meeting, and then our young adult kids, they bring up what they want to bring up, and we talk about whatever it is. It can be their school, it could be, how they're doing socially, it could be about how they're spending money, it could be about any topic, and we write it all down. So I believe in family meetings. They're kind of like business meetings. We come together, and so get communicating with the people that you love. Okay. I know this is a lot of wisdom to take in one sitting, but that's what I do. Some people don't want to change their lives. They want to stay stuck. And hey, I support that. If you're happy being stuck, be stuck. But I'm here for the people that really, really want to change their life for the better. And I don't give advice. I don't give suggestions. I just tell you how I live my life. And I let you see into my world. Okay, my very private world, I let you see into. We even live in a private neighborhood. But I'm a very friendly person. I'm a very warm person in my in-person life, but I don't let the wrong people in my life. And not everybody belongs in my life. Even if they're a right person, they don't necessarily belong up close and personal, because we don't have time for everybody up close and personal. And the people that should get our time are the people that matter most. Don't invest in wrong relationships, because you'll get wrong results. And so I'm not going to be on here much longer. I don't like my lighting. I just feel, the lighting is terrible in here right now. When I start doing lives on a real regular basis, because my channel is building up so quickly, that, it's just taken off, and I'm rather shocked and happy. And I didn't intend to do lives at all right now, but I'm thinking that, as my channel continues to grow quickly, I'm probably going to start doing more lives, and I'm going to have to do them in the laundry room because no one wants to fold laundry, so they don't come in there. And it's the only place in my house that I don't inconvenience anyone, and I can go in there. So I'll probably do it sitting next to the washer and dryer. So I hope that is okay with you all if I come on there and come into the laundry room. So I'm going to read a few more comments, and then I'm probably going to go. Expedition Greg is here. Hey, Expedition Greg, great to see you. Donna, thank you. Like I said, I appreciate those who want to learn and want to hear wisdom, and these are my own personal notes. These are not anything I've read in a book. They're not about anyone in particular. They're not even about myself. They're just how I see life, and it can be about any subject. And people ask me, well, where do you go to? Hey, Expedition Greg, hold on a second. For the future and for now, I'm going to make you a mod also. Let me see. You will love Expedition Greg's channel. Expedition Greg, along with Brenda, along with this Aretha nurse, along with Ruby, has amazing channels. and you will love Expedition Greg. Expedition Greg really has grown by leaps and bounds so quickly as well. And you will just love, love, love his channel. So an Expedition Greg comes on twice a day, I believe. And I always jump on when I can. He's usually on late at night. Now, you know what? When I do lives late at night in here, because this is with a webcam and I don't use my phone or anything, the problem is then I look blue. Right now, I look gray and ashen, but during the night, I look blue or purple. So if I come on looking blue and purple, that's what's going on. Hey, Kayla. Great to see you, Kayla and Michael. Jay and Yushli. The SNF Life. G-Man. Nandi Singh, welcome, welcome. And so, yeah, I think because my channel is building quickly, I think that I'm just going to start coming on. And, even though I may not have anything profound to say or share with you that day, it gives you an opportunity. Maybe I'll come on in my pajamas, my flannel pajamas. Who knows? You get more relaxed on here. Thank you, Donna Shaw. I appreciate you. But on my end, I look gray. I look ashen from the lighting, and I'm not. And, it shows all your flaws. So I'm still working on my lighting. Greg Manley, welcome. Adeze, welcome. Bless family. And so I believe that if you come on here, you just get more and more relaxed. I know Expedition Greg, Brenda, the Reefing Nurse, everyone is so relaxed coming on. And being that I'm so new at this, I try to come on somewhat prepared. But I think, to do this right, I'm just going to start coming on. And like I said, it could be at any time of the day or evening. And I'll just come in on, I'm going to set it up in my laundry room, and I can be folding laundry while we're talking. The Reefing Nurse and like Brenda, they crochet, they make things while they're on their channel. And I love that. And it's so fascinating. So I could just be folding laundry, right? I have a lot of laundry to fold, and I do my own laundry. And, someone asked me the other day, who cleans your big house? And I said, I do. I clean my house. Amazing world. Amazing world. Welcome, welcome. And so, yeah, I do come on here and I do share with you just my wisdom insights. So, it's a great place to connect. I hope you feel like this is your grandmother's home and you're coming for a warm bowl of soup and some good conversation. And we're going to sit out on my back screened-in porch, on Grandma's porch, and we're just going to catch up with each other. And you're welcome to share, if you have something you want to talk about that's not invasive into other people's lives. You're very, very welcome to come on and share. You are simply amazing, my friend. Shared you out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Community Expedition Greg, I appreciate you. I really, really appreciate you. Let me get a sip of coffee here. My mouth is dry. I drink coffee, and that's my only vice. I don't have any other vices. That's my only vice is coffee. And let me tell you about coffee. Because I have very white teeth, I use a straw. And I don't let the coffee touch my teeth. I drink the coffee with a straw. And so that's my trick at keeping my teeth white. And so, you might want to consider using a straw when you are drinking coffee or tea, because coffee and tea, especially the older we get, are very staining. And so I just use a straw. That's my secret. And so Expedition Greg, he has a tremendous following on his channel, and he's worked very, very hard at building that channel. He comes on about twice a day, and he just has, Um, he's really, really growing. His channel is huge. It's really huge. And, you know, I have some amazing friends on here, and I'm not going to mention names. And I have one friend who has about 2 million subscribers, and I know him personally. And 2 million subscribers. It just amazes me. And his content is amazing. And I've watched him grow from the start, from, you know, 100 subscribers. You know, it can be done. It can be done when your message is great. You want to be giving out a great message, you know, or whatever it is that you do. Be authentically you. I don't come on here. I do not compete. I don't compete with anyone. Okay. I am just me. I share what I know. I don't try to pretend what I don't know. I just come on. And sometimes I'll talk about what I've done that day or what I'm thinking about. Or, you know, when my daughter took sick 2 years ago, and that, you know, I did live videos on that over on Facebook when I was over on Facebook full time. And my daughter took us suddenly sick and had to have emergency surgery. And I shared all that. I was terrified. I was so scared. I sat by her hospital bed day in, day out, night in, night out. There was this big blue chair, and it went back a little bit, but not all the way. And it had a metal bar across it that was very uncomfortable. And I slept in that chair for all that time. And I never left her side, never left her side. The doctors would come in at 5 o'clock in the morning, and there I was in my pajamas, you know, and, you know, I did it. I shared that journey with you all. And, you know, I go back and I do videos on every subject of being a caregiver. I was a caregiver for my elderly mother. Before she passed, I took wonderful care of her. It was one of the best things I ever did in my life, and I'm so glad I did. I've done videos when I had taken sick 10 years ago. It was suddenly I had run into a wooden hanger in a darkened mother-in-law suite because the lights were out, and I was kind of rushing through the house. I was homeschooling at the time, and my kids had a question, and I took the shortcut through the house, went through the mother-in-law suite. A wooden hanger was wedged in the door, sticking out, and I hit it forcefully, knocking me to the ground. And I didn't know it then, but I got a brain bleed, and it was a slow brain bleed. And over the next few months, I got very, very sick, and I didn't know if I was going to make it. I really didn't. So I did a whole video on that, you know, talking about the fear of dying. You know, I was scared I was going to leave my kids. I didn't know what kind of condition I would be in if I lived. And I'm doing great now. I'm fine. I'm completely fine. But I share some very personal things. Do I share everything? Of course not, especially when it involves other people. I'm very selective because, you know, we don't need to share everything. Share what you want and don't share what you don't want to share. You don't owe it to anybody to share what you don't want to share. It's up to you. But I will tell you that your story can set you free. Your story can bond you to the right people, and you will lose the wrong people. Okay. And your story can be healing to others, but it also can be healing to yourself. Okay. So when I share my stories, often some of them are funny and silly, like when I lived in Hollywood and I met Mr. Big, no names mentioned, Mr. Big, and he asked me out, and I already had a boyfriend. I was dating a young doctor in love. He was a young doctor, and I was very, very young. But he said, it's okay, you go out with Mr. Big, but nothing, you know, nothing romantic. And so I met Mr. Big at the Beverly Hills Hotel, that pink one on the hill. And I took my boyfriend's older Porsche. He had a Porsche, and it was older, you know. And so I didn't know how to use the stick shift, and I stalled out in front of the Beverly Hills Hotel, and the valet parkers had to come to my rescue. So then I went into the hotel, and as I was getting ready to meet Mr. Big, I tripped and fell flat on my face. And Mr. Big, he helped me up. So, yeah. So, honey, I'm online, sweetheart. That was my husband.
Yes, well,
Okay, wait a minute. I'll be right there. I'm getting off in about 5 minutes.
Wonderful. Our 3 o'clock appointment's going to be here in about 15.
Okay, great, great. Love you, love you, love you. This is my husband. I have a husband. Now you've all seen I have a husband, and you'll see my kids. You'll see my kids. And I told my one son, I said, you got to come on live with me. I'm going to bring you on live here with me. And we're going to do a live together. You know, my husband gets on here periodically and monitors to see what's going on. My kids get on here. They show up. And I have relatives that show up here. I know what type of chair you're talking about. We have those same ones where I live, and I did the same thing for my father, so I understand. Yes, yes. So, you know, I talk about it all. I talk about the funny stories. I talk about the serious stories, and I love, you know, to share out, and I love to talk. So I'm going to go. We have an appointment at it was supposed to be a little bit later, but now they're coming earlier, and then we're going out. Then I'm going to the gym, and then my husband and I are going out to dinner. And you know what? I may surprise you all, and I may come on tonight for a little bit from the laundry room. Folding laundry, folding laundry. I'll come on from the laundry room, folding laundry. Karen, thank you. You know, God knew that I had a lot more to accomplish and live up to, and I wasn't ready to go. I want to be 100-year-old woman out there running every day, going to the gym and dancing every day, because I dance every day, by the way. Many of you don't know that, but I put my stilettos on. I go in my office here at home and I dance. I dance for exercise. And so, yeah. Oh my gosh, thank you all for coming out. I know it was not at my normal time. I may come on here tonight. I just may not. I may look blue or gray or whatever, but I may come on tonight from the laundry room. Okay. Well, may God bless you. Let me take my glasses off again. And I know you're all saying, well, she jumps up and down, but I broke my glasses when I put them in front of me. So I put them to the side of me so I don't break them. Okay. So as we do it, how do we all do it? From my house to your house. May God bless you. And I hope to talk to you soon again. And maybe tonight after dinner. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.